Miyamoto Musashi, the lone wolf and unfettered blade of Takehiko Inoue's Vagabond, isn't your typical anime protagonist. He's not a shining knight clad in righteousness, but a complex tapestry woven from raw talent, brutal ambition, and an ever-present flicker of philosophical yearning. His journey is an epic saga of self-discovery, a thrilling quest through the valleys of violence and the peaks of introspection, where a scarred soul carves its own path towards potential enlightenment. A scarred seed, brute forged in blood. Our story begins with a young Musashi, a whirlwind of fury fueled by childhood trauma and an insatiable hunger for strength. He wields his sword not just as a weapon, but as a shield against vulnerability, an instrument to carve his place in a world that ravaged his innocence. Every swing echoes with the pain of loss, every victory a desperate attempt to fill the void within. Yet, beneath the bluster lies a nascent yearning for meaning, a seed of understanding, struggling to sprout through the cracked soil of vengeance. Glimmers of Zen. Unveiling the Buddhista beneath the brute, fate throws Musashi onto the path of the enigmatic monk Takuan, a mirror reflecting his own contradictions. Through encounters with other swordsmen and stolen moments of introspection, Musashi's rigid, blood-stained worldview begins to crack. He discovers the quiet whispers of Zen philosophy, the calming beauty of nature's embrace, and the unsettling power of silence. His senses, honed by war, start to perceive a different kind of strength, a stillness waiting to be cultivated within the storm. Beyond the blade, from brute to blossoming warrior. Musashi's journey isn't a straight climb towards a sunlit peak. He stumbles, falls, and grapples with the inner demons that whisper promises of power through violence. He questions the meaning of strength, the nature of death, and the very purpose of his existence. But each struggle, each defeat, becomes a stepping stone on his path. He refines his swordsmanship, not for domination, but for mastery, an extension of his self-discovery, a dance with perfection, fueled by an emerging spiritual yearning. The lone wolf and the world, from isolation to connection. The lone wolf isn't always alone. He encounters allies, rivals, and mentors who shape his journey. The stoic and wise Yagyu Sekishusai, the fiery Sasaki Kojiro, the gentle Otsu, each interaction sheds light on different aspects of himself. Musashi learns the value of connection, the fragility of life, and the necessity of compassion. He discovers that the sword, once a symbol of isolation, can also be a bridge to others, a tool for understanding and empathy. A blossoming spirit, the Buddha in the brushstrokes, is Musashi ever truly at peace? The answer, perhaps, lies in the journey itself. He doesn't erase his past, but transforms it into fuel for growth. He embraces Zen ideals not as doctrines, but as a lived experience. The final image of Musashi, wielding his wooden sword under a full moon, speaks volumes of his journey, a warrior shedding his skin, a soul blossoming towards understanding. He may always be the lone wolf, but now he carries the quiet strength of a mountain, the serenity of a flowing river, and the potential for enlightenment blooming within.